unboxing video. I had a new shipment of Harry Potter books because, you know, you can't have too many Harry Potter books, right? So, let's open this up and see what I got. Alright. Harry Potter and the Realm of the Lion. Harry Potter and the Curse of the Dementor? Harry Potter and the Serpent Prince? I don't think these are right. You know what? Let's just skip to the intro, and while you guys watch that, I will figure out what happened with my Harry Potter books. The success of the Harry Potter franchise almost seems inevitable. I mean, can you really think of another pop culture icon that has spanned decades and races and age groups? I mean, yeah, Star Wars, obviously, big fan of Star Wars, you guys, just check out but even then, it's not quite the same. I feel like you can't compare something that started as a book and then inspired so much more to something that started as movies and then inspired so much more. They're not exactly the same thing. But of course, we all know that the success of the entire Harry Potter series was not inevitable. I mean, when J.K. Rowling was first trying to find a publisher for the first book, man, she got a lot of rejection letters until, you know, one publisher decided to take a chance on her, and a worldwide cultural phenomenon was born. So we know that the success of the books was not inevitable. But what about the books themselves? What about the content of the books, the characters, you know, the settings, the backstories, the book titles? Well, if you spend way more time than you should on Pottermore or on J.K. Rowling's original site that sadly is no longer available with all of its magical Easter eggs, then you know, obviously, you know, as any great literature, there were multiple drafts, and a lot of things changed. A lot of backstories got written out, characters changed, siblings disappeared. That's part of the writing process. And another part of the writing process, especially if you are already a great success and you are finishing out the series, is to register a few trademarks. A few trademarks with possible book titles. Harry Potter and the Alchemist Cell. Harry Potter and the Battle for Hogwarts. These are just some of the trademarks that were registered in the early 2000s. So I'm actually going to pull up my computer here over off camera to read you the full list of trademarks that I was able to find between the United States registries and the United Kingdom registries. Now these actually, the dates that I'm sharing are the dates that companies applied for the trademarks, not necessarily when the trademarks were published. All of these trademarks are dead. That means that they no longer exist. They are no longer owned by the companies in question. And what's interesting is that the trademarks were not all registered by the same company. But I'll get to that. Alright, first up we have Harry Potter and the Chariots of Light, filed April 26, 2000 by Warner Brothers. Harry Potter and the Pyramids of Furmat. Harry Potter and the Alchemist Cell. Both of those were also filed on April 26, 2000 by Warner Brothers. Now we're going to fast forward 4 years. And this is a much longer set of titles. These were all filed on January 22nd, 2004, and they were all filed by a company called Seabottom Productions. Harry Potter and the Hogsmeade Tomb. Harry Potter and the Hallows of Hogwarts. Harry Potter and the Battle for Hogwarts. Harry Potter and the Hogwarts Hallows. Harry Potter and the Mudblood Revolt. Harry Potter and the Quest of the Centaur. Centaur? Centaur? Yeah. Harry Potter and the Realm of the Lion. Harry Potter and the Shadow of the Serpent. Harry Potter and the Serpent's Revenge. Yeah, and those were all filed on January 22nd, 2004 by Seabottom Productions, which is an interesting company that we will discuss later. Finally, the last set, these were again filed by Warner Brothers. And these 4 titles were all filed on June 15th, 2004. Harry Potter and the Serpent Prince, Harry Potter and the Curse of the Dementor, Harry Potter and the Tower of Shadows, Harry Potter and the Death's Head Plot. So what do these titles mean? Let's discuss a few theories. These trademarked titles can more or less be divided into 2 categories. Titles that really make no sense whatsoever, and titles that sound like they actually could have been book titles. So I don't really know what the Pyramids of Furmat was supposed to be, but Hogsmeade Tomb maybe could be referring to Half-Blood Prince. Hallows of Hogwarts, Battle for Hogwarts, and Hogwarts Hallows, I think are all pretty self-explanatory. Mudblood Revolt doesn't really sound like it would have been like a real title, but maybe the original direction for Deathly Hallows would have had more to do with, I don't know, blood purity or rising up against the idea of blood purity. And then, these animal ones, the Quest of the Centaur, the Realm of the Lion, doesn't really make any sense. Shadow of the Serpent or Serpent's Revenge or the Serpent Prince, all of those could maybe be referring to the Half-Blood Prince. The Curse of the Dementor doesn't really make any sense unless, the Dementors were going to play a larger part in Order of the Phoenix, maybe? Just spitballing here. Tower of Shadows, that could have been Half-Blood Prince. And Death's Head Plot, I guess that could have been Deathly Hallows, but that's just a terrible name. Like, it's not even interesting. Not interesting at all. And of course, these titles, other than being book titles, maybe they could have referred to something else like a companion book, reference guide. I don't think that they would have referred to chapters, because the chapters usually don't start with Harry Potter and. Maybe they could have been like DVD features. The trademark classes are pretty broad and would have included books, film, TV show, really any entertainment services that you can imagine. But yeah, pretty interesting titles. Who knows? Who knows what might have been? We know why Warner Brothers would be involved with Harry Potter trademarks. What we don't know is why a company called Seabottom Productions would be trademarking Harry Potter names. And to be honest, with all of my research, I still can't find much about anything about Seabottom Productions. Let me read you a little quote from a Telegraph article from 2003. To encourage intense speculation among Potter fans, the address of Seabottom Productions is the same central London address as the law firm whose name appears on the trademark registration for all the existing Harry Potter titles. And that's it. I have looked for any information regarding Seabottom Productions, and I don't know. So my best guess, speculation, would be that they were one of those shell companies that is created essentially on paper only, and it's all technically legal, but not really real. And it was used to trademark other possible Harry Potter titles that maybe Warner Brothers didn't want to trademark themselves. That's all that I have for you guys today. So what are your thoughts? Were these titles possible Harry Potter book titles? Were they something else? Were they just a joke or something to throw us off the scent of the official Harry Potter titles? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. After all, you don't want to miss any Harry Potter content. Until next time, au revoir, witches!